I know that you can tell where I'm about to go just by the title of this video. I'm pretty sure you know what this video is all about. But if you don't, then let me be the one to fill you in. I've ran into a couple of black men here on YouTube that say, "What has a black woman done for me?" What have a black woman done for me? Well, first of all, let me answer that question for you. The first thing black women did for you was gave you birth. That was the first thing that she did for you. The very first thing that she did for you was she first brought you into the world. Then after she brought you into the world, she nourished you. Then after she nourished you, she fed you. Then after she fed you, she clothed you. Then after she clothed you, she gave you a place to live. Then after she gave you a place to live, she gave you a place to sleep. Then after she gave you a place to sleep, she took you to school for you can get an education. Then after she took you to school to get an education, she took you shopping to buy you clothes for you can have clothes on your back. That's just the beginning of what a black woman has done for you. The second thing that black women done for you was they stood by their black men in the 30s, in the 40s, in the 50s, and in the 60s, and in the 70s, and in the 80s, and in the 90s, all the way till now. They held down the family when nobody else could. They did what they had to do with only what they had. Now, if you want to know what black women have done for you, then I beg you, my brother, to go do your history. Go do your search on what black women, has done for you, and you will understand everything that you need to know. They have fought, they have bled, they have cried, they have went through every damn demeaning, disrespectful thing, even on to being raped. If you want to know what black women have done for you, they did a lot for you. You might say, well, what is they doing now? But you got to understand, the past complements the future. And the things that the great women and the great black women did back then complements the future. Because if there wasn't black women that sacrificed their lives to fight for civil rights and to fight against this oppression for you, you would not be in the position you are in today. You would not enjoy the freedoms that you enjoy today. You wouldn't be saying the things that you said if you understood what they done for you, and that's your lack of education. Now, I'm a young man, and I know better than that. And some of you men on YouTube is 50 years old. And you have the nerves to ask, what has the black woman done for me? You Negroes kill me. You have the nerves to even let those ignorant words come out your mouth. But let me tell you something. I love you, my brother. Even though you misguided and confused, I still love you. But you need to get your facts right. And you need to give props where props is due. I already told you the first thing she did for you when she gave you birth. And I told you the second thing that she did for you was fighting for your survival, for you can have it better today. Because the past complements the future. There was many black women that was on the front line fighting for your future because they had no future. They gave up their future to fight for your future. Because see, their time was committed in fighting against the oppression. So they used up all their youthful time fighting for you because they knew the new generation was coming after that. And if Negro, if you don't understand that, then you are pure retarded. And you have the nerves to ask, what has black women done for me? Oh, they've done a lot for you. Matter of fact, they done so much for you that even in the midst of their fall, you owe it. You owe it to them to help them, not to degrade them. Not to put them down. Not to tell them that they're not good enough. Not to tell them that they're trifling, they no good, they scandalous. They ain't raising their kids right. They ain't no good. You owe that to them. Even though they might be in the midst of their fall. So what I'm telling you, black man, if black women are falling from grace, it is your obligation to pick them up. It is your obligation to pick them up. Not to kick them when they're down. By any means, I'm not saying that black women are perfect and they're not going through some things right now. But one thing I can tell you is that degrading them doesn't make it no better. It is your obligation. You owe it to them. You owe it to the children of the mothers of the past. Because the women you see today are the children of the women in the 30s, in the 20s, in the 40s, in the 50s. The ones that helped your ass be where you are today. So since these black women that are in 2013, since they are the children of the women of the past, you owe it to them for what those great women did for you. So instead of kicking your sister when she down and telling her that she no good and she trifling and she making all these twerking videos and everything, if the black woman is in the midst of her fall, it is your obligation to help her get up. See, you've been misguided. So this is why I'm finna tell you as a young black man why you owe it to them. You owe it to them because of because your ancestry. Because your ancestors fought for you. And these are the children of your ancestors. So instead of kicking them, instead of telling them that they're not no good, why don't you reach your hand down and help that sister get up? She done carried a whole lot on her shoulders. Instead of you focusing on what she's going through, why don't you understand how she got there? She carries the weight of the world on her shoulders. She carries the whole weight and the burden of the black race on her shoulders. So if she happened to get weak and you see her falling, it ain't your motherfucking obligation to sit up there. It ain't your obligation to kick her when she's down. It's your obligation to pick her up, because she is the one that's holding the race up. See, you lost, you brainwashed, and you weak. And you don't understand that you are supposed to be proud of your sisters, because every other race are proud of their women. So black man, tell me, why are you not proud of yours? Come on, talk to me. Mr. What have black women done for me? Remember, my brother, they done a lot for you. And if you don't believe me, go Google it. Since you like being on this damn computer all the damn time, running your damn mouth, go search the history of what black women have done for black America, and you come back and you tell me what the hell black women have done for us. Peace.